So, who is my first victim? Who wants to step up?
I'll go first.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and mute. Andre, can you be my buyer? I don't do the buyer's consultation, so I'm a little bit out of the loop. I do the intro call. I'm gonna prospect, do all that stuff, but this is on you guys.
Wait, so am I going to be saying the buyer's consultation? Or
Yeah, you are. And I'm the buyer.
Okay. All right. You ready?
Yeah.
Are you okay, Andre?
Yeah.
All right. Hey, Andre, how's it going? Thanks for meeting me at this place. I'm really excited to show you around. So first things first, I really wanted to ask you.
Damn, bro, level 10 energy, baby. Let's get that energy up. Level 10 energy when we're doing the buyer's consultation, baby. Come on, Neil.
All right. I'm going to redo it. Hey, what's up, Andre? I'm really excited to meet you today. This place looks really beautiful. I'm excited to show you around. So, first things first, Andre, what are some of the reasons to make the move?
Honestly, so me and my husband just divorced. And so
okay,
we had a house in the Bay Area and we're relocating to Stockton. I heard it's pretty good out here. So yeah, just a life-altering event, honestly.
Yeah, I feel you. That's really unfortunate, but Stockton's a really good area. I feel like you can fit in well in Stockton. And hey, how long have you guys been searching for?
Well, not we, because we're divorced, but I've been searching for like the last 2 weeks.
Okay, and I'm guessing you haven't really found anything that you liked or loved yet?
No, not really.
All right. Well, hey, Andre, I know you said you're recently divorced and all that. So, tell me about your ideal home. Is there any certain amount of beds or baths or other important features that you're really looking for in a home?
I'm looking for I want a 4-bedroom, 2-bath, around 1,800 square feet.
Okay.
I am environmental friendly. So if all the bathrooms have bidets in them, that would be fantastic.
Okay, yeah.
Something that has solar. Something that has solar would be nice too. And then I think that's pretty much it. And then more modern and updated. I have a pool boy that I'm going to be bringing from the Bay Area down here. So I do want a nice backyard with a big pool in it too.
Okay, yeah. So really a 4-bedroom, 2-bath. Preferably with solar panels and a bidet, and 1,800 square feet.
Yep.
Okay. And hey, what is your ideal time frame to be in a new home?
I'd like to be in a new home in the next 60 days.
The next 60 days. All right. Yeah. We can make that happen. And then have you gotten the chance to speak to a lender yet?
I haven't spoken to a lender, but I do have about $300K saved up.
Okay. Well, we can make that work. And hey, Andre, I know I've thrown a lot of questions at you. Do you have any questions for me?
No, not really. Not really.
All right. So you've been searching for just about 2 weeks, have not found anything that you like or love. Really want a 4-bedroom, 2-bath, around 1,800 square feet with solar panels and a bidet, and would like to be in a new home in just about 60 days.
Yeah.
All right. Well, hey, Andre, I really wanted to tell you a little bit about today's market and how today's market is shifting. We're seeing a lot more opportunities for buyers. We're seeing sellers give credits, and we're able to, negotiate better on your behalf. So we can, try to get you a good deal. With that being said, I also wanted to tell you a little bit about the Camara Group and, what sets us apart from other, brokerages and real estate firms. Here at the Camara Group, we really only work with a small group of clients like yourself. So you have 100% of my time, 100% of the time. We, of course, negotiate strongly on your behalf and preview homes daily and weekly on your behalf. And, of course, contact other agents we work closely with to see if they have any upcoming listings. So, that way we don't have to compete with other buyers. Overall, Andre, the home buying process can seem really daunting and overwhelming. That's why I'm here to do all the heavy lifting for you. And this is also why I wanted to have this conversation, so I can break it down from A to Z. Do you see how, as a result, I got kind of mixed up doing that?
From A to Z, can you see how us meeting and having this conversation can really help set you up for success?
Okay.
And are you comfortable and confident in our team's approach to help you out with your next home purchase?
Okay. Yeah, I gotta reorganize that in my head.
Everything was flawless, dude. Everything was really good. I was throwing hella shit at you just because I wanted to see, like, if you're listening, actively listening, if you're going to find any ways to build rapport, things like that. But yeah, I think that it was good. But the close, like we talked about when we went on the walk last week too, is where I think that you're setting everything up perfectly and then just getting the close down.
Yeah. Well,
the only other thing. Oh,
Yeah,
sorry.
Go ahead.
The only other thing I would nitpick on is when he said I have about 300,000 saved up. I might have just asked a couple other questions, like, well, do you plan on using all of that to purchase your home, or are you planning to get a little financing help with that as well? But that's just
No, I
digging a little
appreciate that
deeper.
because I feel like he obviously like said that on purpose, but I didn't know like what to say. So
No, yeah, absolutely. There's like, hey, well, they're going to plan on buying a home that's under 300,000, paying all cash, or you plan on using some of that and getting financing to help with the purchase of the home. But that was the
Okay.
only thing. Yeah, but having the question, nailing the question is good. And you just, it just triggered me when I heard that. I just thought, oh, I should ask more questions. So I thought
Yeah.
I'd bring it up.
Okay, appreciate it.
All right. Well, let's give a different perspective. Let's have Shavnil be the buyer. Travis, why don't you do the buyer's consultation?
I think you're muted.
Perfect. Okay. Can you hear me now, brother?
Yeah.
All right, you ready to go?
Let's do it.
All right. Hey, Shavnil, how you doing, man? It's a pleasure to meet you at this property. I'm really excited to get to show you this home and help you with this home buying process. But before we head on in, I'd like to ask a couple questions, just to kind of get a feel for this. Now, what are some of the reasons that you're looking to make this move, Shavnil?
Yeah, so Travis, I'm still pretty young. I'm looking to get my first place, maybe like an investment property. That way, I can build equity and kind of get out of my parents' house too.
Hey, man, I don't blame you. I wish I had that smarts when I was your age, man. I wish I would have invested and got a property a long time ago as well. So it's a good move, man. Now, how long have you been, kind of thinking about this and searching for this home?
Well, I've had it on my mind for like, a year or something like that. But I've really, just now started to search for it and, starting to get serious about it.
Okay, perfect, man. Well, hey, it's a great time, obviously, and with the right approach, this could be a really positive and successful experience for you. So tell me a little bit about your ideal home. What are we looking for?
Preferably at least like a duplex, so that way I can, live in one side and
Okay.
rent out the other. So like a 4-bed, 2-bath duplex,
Okay,
2-1 on
perfect.
each side.
Perfect. I think we can definitely find something for you. Now, is there an ideal time frame that you're looking to be in this duplex or have this home purchase?
I'm not really in a rush. I have a good relationship with my parents, so maybe like, I don't know, 6 months to a year. Really, whenever I find a good deal.
Okay, perfect. Now, have you actually spoken to a lender yet about your financial options, being a first-time home buyer and see what's out there for you to purchase this property?
No, I haven't, Travis, not yet.
No worries, man. No worries. I know you're not necessarily in a rush, so I can put you in touch with my preferred lender and have them reach out to you and kind of go over your options and what's the next steps needed to get this going, okay? So that way,
Okay.
also, when the time does come and we do find that right property, we're already set, good to go, and we can move forward without having any more delays. Right. So, now that you've kind of told me you are looking for a duplex, first-time home buyer, you're looking kind of for like an investment property, but also to live in one side of the home. Am I catching everything correctly, Shavnil?
Yep, pretty much, yep.
Awesome. And now I also like to, break down the market to my clients, just to kind of get them a feel for it, since things have kind of shifted lately. One thing that we really take pride in here is that we actually really strive to get our clients a good deal now, because things have shifted into the buyer's, kind of leverage. So we're able to, get them kind of advantageous terms, get them, better deals. So that way they have feel great about the home that they're purchasing. Now, I also like to talk about the Camara Group and what we do here a little differently than other real estate teams that are out there. Now, we only work with a small select few clients, so that way we can really put a personal touch on this experience for you. And, we show you homes daily and weekly on your behalf. We're, door knocking neighborhoods that you want to be in. We're always in touch with your affiliates. So that way, when we do get into contract, we have a really smooth and stress-free transaction. So, can you see how, sitting down here, breaking this down from A to Z, showing you how we can turn this into a positive experience is actually really beneficial for you?
Yeah, it's all really making sense now, yeah.
Perfect, man. Perfect. And then, like I said, the bottom line is I want to make sure that I do all the heavy lifting for you. So that way this is not a stressful experience and it's not a daunting task. And like I said, overall, you're going to be like, hey, Travis made this really positive for me. And, I liked working with him. So with that being said, Are you comfortable and confident in my ability to be your realtor?
Yeah, I'd say so. Yeah, I'm excited.
Perfect. I'm excited as well, man. This is something that I wish I did when I was your age and got an investment property. So I'm looking forward to really helping you out and getting your feet wet in this real estate.
Let's do it.
All right, man. Well, hey, I look forward to working with you. Let's go check out this home.
Feedback from
Nice.
Travis. What do you guys have for Travis?
I mean, I thought it was good. Just
Yeah.
I was
Oh
waiting.
shit, dude! Shamil with the groundbreaking feedback. Thank you. It was good. Hey, I'm sure
If I could do some self-criticizing, I felt like I got a little jumbled up too, like you did, Shabnil, putting things in
Yeah.
different spots than are normal. So it happens to us all, but that's where I would correct myself is after going through the questions. And since we don't really have like an actual buyer's like market script, I kind of try to freestyle it a little bit, and it kind of was a little jumbled, but it worked out.
One thing,
and then
yeah, sorry.
Go ahead.
One thing that I was just like thinking the whole time, and I was just like waiting to say it, but I couldn't find an opportunity like to say it. Was I wanted to ask you about the interest rates, but you just kept on talking, bro.
Hey,
Good.
Hey, that's perfect. So, I didn't even give you an opportunity to give me an objection. Yeah, no, it was long-winded.
If I was seriously buying a home right now, I'd ask you about the interest rates, but like, I didn't even get a chance to.
marry the rate, or was it date the rate and marry the home? Man, you can always refinance.
Marry the house,
There's
date the spouse.
Marry the house, not the spouse. What you said?
Hey, that's hella funny though. But in all reality, no matter how good we are, right, we could still make mistakes, and we could still overpower, like get so confident we can overpower. So I think that is good, Shabnil, because you're more in someone who hasn't bought a home and less, maybe not in the same approach. So you look at things from a different perspective, and we don't want Travis just to go bulldog a new prospect. So that's the feedback we're looking for. Not good. It was good.
Hey, just because I've been doing this longer than you doesn't mean you can't criticize. Give me some criticism on my role plays, man. If you hear something that I don't, tell me.
No, it's just hard for me to think something. Is all.
Yeah, it's all good. It's all good. So I want to give Andre a shot too. I know he's in the trenches, so I'd like to keep it with Shabnil asking, because I think it's good for Shabnil to kind of hear this, for him to build up, and he's working with buyers and stuff too. So Shabnil, why don't you give it to Andre, and you got a trifecta today, and hopefully some of this will sink in.
All right.
Hey, Shabby, how you doing today?
I'm doing good. How about yourself, Andre?
I'm doing great. Hey, man, thank you so much for meeting out at this property. I'm super excited to meet with you today. If you don't mind me asking, while we get the lockbox out of the key out of the lockbox, what's got you motivated to make this home purchase, man?
I really wanted to move out of my parents' house and get like my first place, maybe something like a duplex or triplex.
Okay, so it sounds like you want a house hack. Is that what you're trying to do?
Yeah, pretty much. Try
Perfect. Hey, you know what? That's really popular actually for people your age, or people that are wanting to get out of their parents' house, get into their first home, kind of a living situation and investment property. So no, that's really cool. Now, outside of this property, Shabnil, have you seen anything that you like or love?
Yeah, I'm always on Zillow looking at like duplexes, triplexes, fourplexes. Really just trying to find something in my price range.
Okay, finding something in your price range. And tell me a little bit more about your ideal home. Like, would you prefer a duplex, fourplex? Kind of ideally, what are you looking for?
Really just anything, either a duplex, triplex, fourplex. I really just want it to be within my price range, and it doesn't have to be in perfect condition, just livable condition.
Okay. And I know you brought up price range, a few times. What price range are you most comfortable with?
I'd say something, really under 500,000.
Around 500,000. If you don't mind me asking,
Yeah.
Shabnil, how'd you come up with that? With that amount?
I just feel like it's something that I'd be able to afford.
Okay,
But,
so it sounds like
I'm not 100% sure yet.
Okay, so it sounds like you haven't spoken to a lender yet.
No. Yeah,
Okay,
I haven't spoken
okay.
to a lender yet.
Great. Well, hey, at the Camara Group, we actually are a one-stop shop. So I'd love to get you in contact with our lending partner. As soon as we get wrapped up here, just so we can, make sure, the payment, the total closing costs, everything that you're going to have to incur from a financial perspective to make this happen and kind of get that all dialed in. Now, ideally, you're looking for something that's livable. You're not really too picky. Was there any bedroom, bathrooms, anything particular there, or you just kind of want to find the duplex, triplex, fourplex in your price range?
I'd say no matter what, either a duplex, triplex, fourplex, it has to be at least a 2-1 in each side.
Okay, so at least a 2-1 in each side. Okay, and it has to be livable.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Now, I know I've thrown a lot of questions at you, Neil. Did you have any questions for me?
Yeah, so you know what? As a first-time home buyer, I'm really excited about all like the down payment assistance and all that. But the one thing that's really concerning me, is interest rates, because I don't know how long I'm going to hold this place for. I don't want the interest rates to, kind of throw me off.
No, I hear you 100%. Now, with interest rates where they're at now, they're obviously, a lot different than where they were at this time last year. But what I will tell you, Neil, is you're not having to put offers in $100,000, $200,000 over list price, removing all these contingencies to get your offer accepted in this market. So even with the interest rates where they're at, Neil, I'd be more focused on what the price you're getting the home for. Ultimately, because when push comes to shove, we can negotiate repairs. We can, maybe even get you your closing costs paid for and a discount on the purchase price. You're definitely going to save some money. And ultimately you could refinance down the line, in the next 2 to 5 years. Does that kind of make sense?
Yeah. And here's another question for you, Andre.
Okay.
Like I don't know if I said, but I'm living in my parents' house right now. So I'm really not in a rush to, get into duplex, fourplex. I have, a good amount of time. So would you think it's better for me to, wait a little bit for the interest rates to drop?
Well, you're in a unique situation, being that you're like kind of living rent free at home. But a lot of people have been waiting for the interest rates to drop, Neil, and they've only increased, and signs are showing that they're going to continue to increase. So the cost of waiting obviously is going to cost you more money and ultimately affect your purchasing power. So if you are trying to look at something around that $500,000 price range and interest rates go up a little bit, that's, your purchasing power could go down to $475, $450, and now you're pre-qualified for less of a home. So I think really the biggest thing is a payment that you're comfortable with. If you're comfortable with the payment and we can see duplexes and triplexes in that price range that you afford and that you like, I definitely think you should pull the pull the trigger on it. If that's not the case, then that's a different story. But I strongly feel with your situation, we can definitely find the right deal in this market and get your house hacking started.
Okay, sounds good. Yeah, I really just wanted your feedback.
Yeah, no, hey, I'm here for you to ask me any questions, man. That's what I'm here for at the end of the day. So I know I've thrown kind of a lot at you. Was there any other questions that you had?
No, that's really it.
Okay, so I want to kind of talk to you about this market and kind of how it's changed and how it's benefiting buyers, you as a buyer in this market. So some things we kind of already touched on, but to go in a little more detail. Number one, we have more to choose from. For the first time in a long time, we have a lot more homes on the market, investment properties on the market that we have to choose from, which is nice. So we can kind of take a little bit more of our time going through these properties to really find you the right one. The second thing is, we're seeing sellers pay closing costs. We're seeing, sellers lower their list price. So, we can definitely save some money there. And the third thing is repairs. When it comes to negotiating repairs, in the market of the past, buyers used to remove all their contingencies. So they were carrying all the risk of walking into any issues since they didn't do inspections, overpaying for properties, things of that nature. Now we can really go through the property with a fine-tooth comb and make sure that if there are things that come up from an inspection standpoint, we have a lot more negotiating power to bring to the table to get those things addressed. Does that kind of make sense?
Yeah, that makes sense. Yep.
So yeah, I mean, I wish all my buyers last year were in this market this year. So it's really a great opportunity time for you. Now, one thing we didn't talk about is kind of what we do at the Camara Group that separates us from our competition. First things first, I only work with a small number of clients like yourself. So you get 100% of my time, 100% of the time. I'm also going to be previewing homes weekly and daily on your behalf. We also want to look at off-market opportunities, Chev. No, we do have an off-market portfolio where we have sellers that don't want to put their homes on the market. that are still willing to sell. So those are opportunities that we kind of want to create outside of what we're seeing, on Zillow, on Realtor.com, or even on our website. And you know what? Bottom line, I'm going to go negotiate aggressively on your behalf. My job is to get you the best deal in the best neighborhood at the best price. So bottom line, real estate can be an extremely stressful situation, and it's my job to take as much of that stress off your plate. Does that kind of make sense?
Yeah, that makes sense. Yep.
Perfect. Now, can you see how us having this conversation, Shavnil, will really kind of set the table for you and make your home buying experience a great one?
Yeah, totally.
Fantastic. Now, are you comfortable and confident in our team's approach to help you with your next home purchase?
Yeah, let's do it.
Fantastic, man. Well, hey, I'm super stoked for you. And what I'm going to do is I'll go ahead and get your information over to my preferred lender. They will reach out to you here in the next 24 hours to get you dialed in on the financing side of things. I'm also going to look in our off-market portfolio and get you set up on a search as soon as I get to the office with multi-family homes that are in your price range and in the area that we discussed. Sound good?
This sounds good, Andre. Let's do it.
All right. Perfect. All right, man. Well, you take care and have a good one.
That was a long one.
I know. Yeah, you threw a lot of questions at me, but I'm glad you did, because I have some buyers consultations that are like kind of long like that.
I just feel like that was realistic.
It was good. It was really good.
So like okay.
Because I'm just like legit, like, acting like I'm trying to buy a home. Like, that's the questions I would ask.
For sure. Do you see the close though? Like, that's those three questions. When you get done telling them about the Camara group, like it's like, I forget what the method is, but Jordan taught me this a long time ago, but you get them to say yes 3 times.
The triple
so
yes.
The bottom line, real estate can be extremely stressful, but it's my job to take as much of that stress off of your plate. Does that make sense? Yes. Could you see how us meeting and having this discussion could set you up for success in the home buying experience? Yes. Are you comfortable in our team's approach and confident in our team's approach to help you with your next home purchase? Yes. So like that close was super smooth, right? Like, that's one thing where I used to suck at. Like, I could do everything, but then I would fucking be so afraid to ask for their business at the end. But like those 3 questions, like those are just the last 3 questions you asked.
Andre, if you don't mind giving us those 3 for the update on the market again, I thought that was fantastic.
Oh, okay. So what I took this from was the Coffee with Closers video I did. There's an article on KCM. Let me pull it up real quick right now. Can you guys hear me?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. So when we go to real estate blog, they ain't canceling on Enrico. She needs a weeko. They're not. She needs a week. She's gonna try to come up with a difference in money, and I'm like, all right, which she probably can make happen. Yeah, the daughter. Okay, like 30, 40. Yeah, she said she can make it happen. Okay, so when we go to the real estate blog, I don't want to sign up. 3 trends that are good news for today's home buyer. So this is what I think we should replace our current market with. So number 1 is more homes to choose from. Number 2 is bidding wars have eased. And number 3 is more negotiating power. So if you want, I can copy this link.
Yeah, can you share it?
I'm going to copy this link and I'm going to share it in Slack right now. More homes to choose from. Bidding wars have eased and more negotiation power. So go ahead and check in the chat. I just forwarded it over to you. So that should replace our, let's talk about today's market, and the opportunities that buyers are seeing. Number 1, buyers have more to choose from. Number 2, bidding wars have eased. So you have a lot less competition. And number 3, negotiating power. Inspections, closing costs, repairs, closing costs, whatever it may be. But those 3, I think, should be the new ones going into this.
Yeah. Andre.
Yes.
Yo, before we go, remember how my super E key wasn't working? So I forgot to I didn't even know. But how do I get that reactivated? Because I paid it like yesterday, and it's still not activated.
Okay, so you went on your MLS, you hit pay online, and you paid for your dues and your e-key.
Yeah, it's all paid for.
Okay,
It was exactly what you said. It was like 172 something.
Okay, so all you need to do is call this number. I'm going to put it in the chat. It's 209-858-1700. That is CVAR. Rachel should answer. You're going to tell Rachel, hey, Rachel, I'm Shabnil. I'm on Jordan Camara's real estate team. My super e-key, I accidentally paid it late and I need to get it reactivated. I have paid it online. Can you help me with this? And they should be able to guide you through it. If you want, you can also, if you're going to be in the office today, when you come in, we can handle it for you too. Like I can
Okay.
call with you.
All right. No, I'm gonna call him right now and see how it goes, and then I'll let you know.
Okay.
Are we having any more meetings today or no? Or besides the one at 1:30, right? That's the one.
Yeah, that's the one. Right?
All right.
Already.
No other training meeting? No. Good, yeah.
Yeah, just the one at 1:30.
All right.
All right.
Yeah,
for sure.
I'm probably not gonna come to the office. I'm gonna do like the expired calls right now in Vulcan,
Okay.
and then probably hit the gym.
Okay. For sure, big dog.
All right. See you guys at
gang.
1:30.
All right, late.